Hi. Oh, hello, we've got Gigi coming to join me already. Hi, sweet pea. Excuse me while I pick up the infant. Oh, yes, I know. Say hello to everybody, Gigi. Hello, people. Yeah. Oh, let me get the shawl. I know people say to me, oh, I don't wear shawls, don't wear them, you know. I wear mine all the time. Gigi loves me to wear a shawl, don't you, Gigi? Yes, because he likes to be draped in it and cuddled in it. And I like it because when I'm wearing them, it keeps my arms reasonably free, you know. So you're not like shackled up like you are in a cardigan. Oh, excuse me sniffing, that's very rude. Right, my ice order did come. Oops, my excuse for ordering it is there's a facility on it if you order a colour, and it says if it's out of stock it says do you want to be informed when it comes back in. So I said yes, but it's about 2 months ago, something like that. Anyway, they got in touch with me, and it's such a gorgeous colour. Sorry people, but I just could not resist it. It's not the softest acrylic in the world, I will say that for it, but it is beautiful colours. I just love it. And then because it was lonely, I had to order that, but it was in the sale. That's my excuse, it was in the sale. But I'm not going to be able to use this as is. I'm going to be able to let it in with something else, because as you can see it's got, stop swinging a minute, it's got bobbly bits in it, which is a bit hard to crochet on its own. So that's what it is. Don't ask me what it's called because I've not got my glasses on and they're over there. That wouldn't be me, would it? Would it be me? Anyway, because I think I confused you with the descriptions of this jacket that I had on the other day. Where's it gone? That jacket. I thought I would conduct a little experiment. But bear in mind, this is not a tutorial. I'm not doing a tutorial, so please don't ask me how many stitches do I chain on or how many rows do I do. It's not going to happen, right? All I'm going to do is show you how I learned to crochet years and years ago. Hopefully it'll give you some clues as well. Right, first of all, you draw, oh sorry my darling, knocked him on the nose with my watch. I tell you what, I'll take my watch off and then it won't hit you on the nose, will it? I always wear my watches back to front, I don't know why, I always have done. I break a lot of watch faces that way, but I always wear them that way around. And it just caught him on the nose, so I'll move it. It's alright, sweetie pie. Alright, this is how I learned to crochet. First of all, that is the basic shape. Or should I say that is the basic shape because it's done sideways. If you fold it in half, you'll see what I mean. That's the basic shape. So what you've got to do is do a lot of measuring. Yes, I know. And the dreaded tension square. Because how are you going to know how many rows to do or how many chain to cast on if you don't know your tension square? Yeah. I know it's boring, but it's essential with this kind of thing when you're learning to work out a pattern on your own, yeah? So obviously the first thing you do is measure yourself, or if you can't measure yourself, measure a garment that's sort of like similar shape to the one you want it to be. Right, you need the measurement for your sleeve, which is all around here on the top of your arm, because this particular doesn't have shape, anything like that. Then you need to know the measurement for, you know, the back all the way over your shoulder to the bottom of the front. And that is when you cast on the chain there and there, it has to measure up to your measurements all the way along. The next measurement you do is from the edge of your sleeve to where you want the neck to start. I don't mean right next to your neck, you want it to be about there, because you want your neck hole, don't you, to be big enough, yeah. You'll see what I mean when I show you the crocheting bits. Then you've got to do your measurements. This is like half of your chest measurement. Bear in mind that, you know, depending on what stitch you choose to crochet, you have to make sure that it gives. Going sideways actually is better because it's got more give in it, yeah? And then the two fronts are roughly the same, but just a little bit different, because you might want to put a little band on, you know, for your buttons. And then you repeat the same thing over there. You've got like all the way across again, all the way across there again. And then you cast off, chain off those and finish up here. If that's confused you, I'll show you what I mean with a bit of crocheting. I haven't done a big one because I couldn't do a big one, I wouldn't have had the time. First of all, you start off with your sleeve. So that's going to be your short sleeve. Yeah? So that's the width around the top of your arms, and that's the depth of where you want it to be to underneath your armpit. So that's number one. Then number two is that you chain on. I know it looks like it's that way, but it's actually that way. You chain on the amount so that it looks like that. So that's the start of your jacket. I've done it in different colours so you can see what I mean with the pieces, yeah? So that's that bit. Now you're up to where you divide for your neck hole, because if you carried on straight, there'd be no neck hole, would there? Right? So then, I do part of the back. Not all of the back, because remember you've got this other piece here to go on that side there. So you do that much. So that roughly is what you would want your neck to be. As long as the, let me show you. The next bit is you're going to do the front. If you're going to do a sweater with no openings, you do another piece like that, yeah? If you're going to do a cardigan or a jacket, you do a piece on there and a piece there. So that when, you know, if you can see it's coming together like that, yeah? Now I'll show you why you don't do the whole of your back measurement. Because this is the full effect. As you see, you started at the bottom with your sleeve, you added on for the body bit, you added on for the back, then you added on for the front, and then you did the other front piece. Then you join them all together again, and then you finish up with the sleeve. So all in all, that's the shape you get. That's the back shape. As I say, if you want to make a sweater, you just do two backs. If you're not sure about it, you could experiment like I do and make a little dolly jacket. It's all a question of getting your measurements right. So please don't say I'm using such and such a wool, how many do I chain on, how many rows do I do, because I can't tell you. It all depends on your tension, all depends what yarn you're using, all depends what size of hook you're using. So it's all a question of doing your maths. So if I haven't lost you by now, that's what you finish up with. Of course, there is another way to do it, which is to do it that way, which means you start off either with the two fronts or you start off with the back, which is where I usually do. Start off with the back, add on for the sleeves, divide for the neck, then add on for the neck there, carry on going, and then finish up there. I'm not going to show you that one in little pieces, but I will show it you done. Start off with the bottom at the back, add the pieces on, then you need the pieces for the shoulders, which is there. Then just ignore this gold bit because I ran out of this colour. Then you add on pieces for there, and then you finish up over there. So all in all, that is what you finish up with. Again, if you're doing a sweater, you just do 2 pieces for the back. This is how I learned to crochet, just doing 2 very, very basic pieces. I started off making them for my dollies, and then I progressed upwards to making them for babies, and then eventually making them up. The only thing I would suggest is don't make these sleeves too long, because when you sort of bend them over they get a bit chunky. It's better off if you do a short sleeve, you know, like that, and you can turn it up if it's a bit long. You know, that kind of design. It's only really meant to be for a short sleeve one. It's not meant to be for a long sleeve cardigan, because you would get too much bulk, you know, under your armpit there. Woo. Losing myself. I don't know where Gigi's gone. He's disappeared again. Oh, he's gone in his bed. He's had enough of sliding off my knee. So I don't know whether that's as clear as mud, but but as I say, I'm not making a tutorial, so please don't ask me, because I can't tell you. You might be using thick wool, thin wool, whatever you might be using. I don't know how you crochet. You might crochet slack, you might crochet tight, so I can't tell you how many to chain on or anything like that. So it all depends how much attention you paid in class to your measurements and your maths, doesn't it? You didn't pay much attention in class and you're no good at maths. You've got to experiment a lot, haven't you? So like I say, once again, that's always draw your little shapes out. If you're not sure, then at least you can see it and you can do your measurements, yeah? Because on the back, say you want 3 measurements there. You need the measurement from the bottom of your sleeve to where your neck begins. And then that's to like the middle of the neck, isn't it there? I haven't drawn a line, that's the middle of the neck. So you carry on until you've got the same amount there as you have there. So that's the shape you're aiming for. Of course you won't be doing yours in different colours. You'll be doing yours all in one colour. I just did it in different colours so you should show, you know, so I could show you the way, whoops, that it winds up. That's what it is. So I hope you've all been taking notes, because there will be a test later. So there you go. So you're probably all scratching your heads now thinking, what's she talking about? What's she doing? I might do another one actually more later on that shows you just how to do an absolutely plain, basic sweater, you know, with no shapings whatsoever, just rectangles. But again, I'm not doing a full size one. Once again, I'm not doing a tutorial, because tutorials are something I don't do. I haven't got the time, to be quite honest with you, with all my shoulders and everything like that. I can't just do big things at the minute. I'm struggling a little bit more, struggling. Went to the hospital today, but it was just to see the psychologist about why I'm eating. We didn't really get anywhere. So I think we're going to call it a draw for the next meeting. I think we're going to say he's going to give up with me until my mind is in a better place, he said. I think if he waits for my mind to be in a better place, he's going to wait an awfully long time. Because I'm just not, I don't know, I'm just not in the frame of mind, you know, to lose weight or to do anything. He says to me, you don't have the motivation, do you? No, I don't actually, no. At least I'm honest, aren't I? Yes, I'm honest about it. Anyway, that's just a very small, short video really this time, because there's not a lot I've got to say. I don't know whether Sue's coming next week. I've no idea. I don't know whether or not I'll do another video over the weekend. Who knows? Don't know. Don't know much, do I, today? But anyway, thank you for all your virtual suggestions with all the tea and the cake and the God knows what. Yeah, very much appreciated. We'll have the chocolate cake, thank you. Although I shouldn't because I'm diabetic. And I've just noticed I've pulled my curtains over vigorously, so there's like a gap down this side of them. So, hello people out there, are you watching me? Wondering what I'm doing, talking to myself. That's kind of always my worry, you know, if I do it during the daytime, that people see me and think, she's talking to herself. What's she doing? Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to have some dinner in a minute. I've got chicken today. So that's what I've got. So I think I'll have that with some rice, I think. Yep, have it with some rice. Anyway, I hope you're all having a nice day. It wasn't raining this morning. It was bitterly cold. And I couldn't see across the roadway because it was so icy fog. I couldn't see your hand in front of your face. Anyway, it's cleared up, but it went sunny and then it went cold and it went raining, so wouldn't be Manchester without a bit of rain. Anyway, I'm going to go. My elder niece took me down to the hospital and then she went to pick up her younger sister with the kiddies because they've come up for the weekend. And she was like a taxi service today because my sister-in-law had gone to get her eyes tested at the eye hospital and they put those drops in. So she couldn't go in the car because she couldn't drive back. So poor Vic was here, there and everywhere today. Taxi! Anyway, my 2 hats came today, but I won't show them to you. I'll show them you another day when the rest of the stuff comes. They're really nice, actually. Big floppy hats in felt. I didn't want to spend too much because I'm not one for hats, and yet I had £1 to have these floppy, you know, felt hats. So I found this site on eBay that was selling them for very, you know, I think they were about £3 each, something like that. So I don't mind, like if I don't like them, I don't mind donating them to the charity shop if I don't like them. And I might be getting a pair of nice shoes that my niece bought and she can't get her feet in them now. She said she must have bought them when her feet was cold. I don't know why she doesn't take them back, but she won't. So she said, I'll take them to the charity shop. I said, no you won't. £85 for a pair of shoes, you're not taking them back to taking them to the charity shop, no way. She said, well, they've got a little heel on and you can't wear a little heel. I said, listen, half the time I'm on my scooter, so I'm not walking anyway. And they would look nice, wouldn't they? A pair of nice court shoes with a little heel. So that's what I'm up to. Nothing else to say. Going a blank, drawing a blank. So before I bore you, I'm going to go. Just have a little drink. Thank you, Cheryl, Cam Cab. My constant companion, it goes everywhere with me. I've just realised I've got a big stain down my dress and I must have been like that when I went to the hospital. Never mind. I'm sure he was looking in my eyes and psychoanalysing me as he wasn't looking at my frock. Right, bye now.